In this video, we're gonna talk about the trend indicator that, in my opinion, is way better than the traditional moving average, because this indicator can actually display the actual trend on two different time frames at the same time. You know, something the moving average obviously cannot do. But that's not even what makes this indicator better. Oh no. For that, we'll have to put this indicator to use. We're gonna combine it with another indicator so you can see how good it is at identifying the trend. If you find value in this video, remember to leave a like. Let's get into it. Now, to add this indicator to your chart, you're gonna go to your favorite trading platform. For me, I'm gonna be using TradingView. And then you wanna load the 15-minute time frame of GBP JPY. And then click on indicators so we can look for this indicator. You wanna type in LNL Trend System. This one by LNL Capital. This indicator actually works on any trading security and on any time frame. Now, let's go over what this indicator is made of. This line that changes color between red, green, and gray is called the LNL trend line. It represents a fast gauge of the current trend direction based on a 13-period EMA. Whenever it changes its color to red, like here, that indicates a bearish trend. If it changes its color to green, that indicates a bullish trend. However, if it changes its color to gray, that would indicate a pullback within an existing trend. And if the gray color is sustained over a longer period of time, that would indicate a non-trending market or a ranging market. Simple. And of course, we have this trend cloud that closely follows the LNL trend line. Now, the second feature of this indicator is this one called trend bars. Basically, the color change that this indicator applies to the candles. This color change provides additional confirmation of the current trend by analyzing the Directional Movement Index, the DMI, and the Average Directional Index, the ADX. Red bars indicate a bearish trend, green bars indicate a bullish trend, and gray bars indicate non-trending or ranging markets. Lastly, we have these red and green dots closely following the price. You can see they're plotted above or below the price. These are called stop lines, and they're basically going to act as stop losses for your trades. These stop lines utilize the ATR deviation calculations combined with the position of the price relative to the 13-period EMA. This creates a line above or below the price, indicating potential areas of price expansion or reversals. So apart from using these as stop loss placement for your entries, they can also signify potential areas for price reversals or trade entry points. And we're gonna go over how we can use this indicator to trade in the next few minutes. However, for now, let's double click on this indicator so we can change some features. Now, what makes this indicator so better than the EMA isn't just the features we've already talked about, but it's also an additional feature hidden right here. Now, under the HTF mode, to access that feature, you want to change this to manual. And for the HTF aggregation, we're gonna go with 120 minutes. This basically means that it's gonna identify market trend on the 2-hour time frame alongside the 15-minute time frame. Now, as you can see, nothing's happened on the chart, so in order to show the trend cloud, we're gonna activate the Show HTF Cloud option. And then for the strategy I'm gonna be showcasing in this video, we're not gonna be using the stop line, so we're gonna disable that. After that, click OK. So now, as you can see, in an area like here, this indicates that the 2-hour time frame of GBP JPY is in a bullish trend. And then here, it means that the 15-minute time frame is also in a bullish trend. So if I were to take a trade here, I would be super confident that it's gonna be a profitable trade, because the trend is bullish not just on the 15-minute time frame, but also on the higher time frame. And then here, the trend is bearish on the 2-hour time frame as well as on the 15-minute time frame. If I had other Confluences to take a short position, I would be super confident in my trade, because the trend is in the direction of my trade, not just on the 15-minute time frame, but also on the 2-hour time frame. Now, you may be thinking, what other Confluences might I be talking about? Well, of course, you can't use only a trend indicator to place your trades, because you can only use this to identify the trend direction. So we're gonna need an extra indicator for entry confirmations, and we're gonna add it to our chart. But before that, let's talk about the forex broker called Ventura. Now, I've been using Fintura for quite some time. As you can see here, this is my live account on MT4. Yes, MT4 is the trading platform used by Fintura. The reason why I think Fintura is a great broker is because of their low commissions as well as spreads that go as low as 0.0 pips. They also have a maximum leverage of 1 to 500. You know, for those of us who love high leverage. If all of this isn't enough, they're also gonna give you a 100% deposit bonus for all your first deposits of between $100 all the way to $50,000. So if you deposit, say, $5,000, they're gonna give you a bonus of $5,000, giving you a total of $10,000 to trade with. To access the bonus as well as all the other perks, sign up to Fintura using the link in the video description. Now, back to the video. So the extra indicator that we need to add is going to be a buy-sell indicator called Twin Range Filter, which is actually my favorite buy-sell indicator on TradingView. We're going to be using the default settings, so no need to change anything. Now, at this point in time, I know you may be thinking, but how can we take long and short positions using these two indicators that we have here? Well, let me show you. To take a long trade, you obviously want to make sure that the trend is bullish on the 15-minute time frame as well as on the 2-hour time frame. For that, you just make sure that the HTF trend cloud is colored green, the LNL trend line is colored green, and the trend candles are also colored green. And we're not just talking about the green candles that come with your default settings on TradingView. Oh no, we're talking about this indicator changing your candles to green. Once you have that, that would confirm a bullish trend across the two timeframes. And having both the candles, the LNL trend line, and the HTF cloud being colored green indicates that it's not just a bullish trend, but a super strong bullish trend. And then within this bullish trend, you want a long signal to be printed by the twin range filter, you know, like this. So as you can see, this is the signal, and then this is the signal candle, and everything on this candle was colored green, from the HTF trend cloud to the LNL trend line to the signal candle itself. We're gonna enter a long position here. Stop loss goes under the most recent swing low. For the take profit, we're gonna target a risk-reward ratio of 1 to 1.5. And this was a profitable trade. Now, we keep scrolling to find the next entry, and this is it. It was actually a short position, which basically means the opposite of a long position. As you can see, the HTF trend cloud was colored red, indicating a bearish trend on the 2-hour time frame. The LNL trend line was colored red, also indicating a bearish trend on the 15-minute time frame. And then the candles themselves were also colored red by the indicator, which is a further confirmation that this bearish trend is strong enough for us to take a short position. And then our entry confirmation arrived when this short signal was printed by the twin range filter. We enter a short position here, stop loss above the most recent swing high. And again, for the take profit, we're gonna go with a risk-reward ratio of 1 to 1.5. This was also a profitable trade. If we keep scrolling further, we can see that this was another trade. A short signal was printed, and on the same candle, we can see that everything else was colored red, so we take a short position. And this was a profitable trade. So that's just one of the methods that you can use this indicator to trade. But there is another way, where you add a different indicator, like the breaks and retests indicator by Getty. So with this, you basically identify a break of a support or a resistance level, like here, and then you wait for this retest label to be printed. Then once you have the break and retest, you ensure that the trend is bearish on both the 15-minute time frame and the 2-hour time frame. And then, if that's the case, you take a short position. Simple. Overall, the LNL Trend System is a versatile trading indicator. It combines multiple components and modes to assist traders in identifying the trend, potential trade setups, and market conditions across various timeframes and market types. If you're interested in checking out this indicator, well, you can find it on TradingView. That's basically everything for this video. I hope you found some value. If you did, hit the like button below and consider subscribing to stay tuned. Thank you for watching. See you next time.